Right now I have the G Master 200 to right now I have the G Master 70 to 200, and this is a really good lens. It gets really up there close, but what I wanted to do is extend the capability of it. There's one way to do it. Actually, there's two ways. One way is 1.5 teleconverter, but I got the 2. This is a 2-time teleconverter, the Sony one. It's real simple, just piggybacks on this. It has a little dot just like with your other Sony lenses. Just clicks on, and that's it. And then somebody from work messages you. Now, what I want to do is, usually when I get something like this for a lens, I'll make a vlog with it, but it's not terribly easy to do that with this. I think the thing to do here is just to have examples. So the first time I did it, I didn't have autofocus on, and the birds, which is a lot of times what I do is take pictures of birds. So I tried to take a picture with a bird. I didn't have autofocus on, and it's a little bit fuzzy, but I had it all the way zoomed in, so that was 400, because this is times 2, so 2 times 2 is 4, right? So I set that up, got that. Another big thing is with astrophotography, namely the moon. The full moon is just coming out, as it does every month. So I'm gonna take some video of the moon, so let's go ahead and see that here. Now, a thing with the moon is I end up shooting it manually, even though it's video, and I end up doing around, because this raises your aperture. So the aperture on this right now by default is 2.8, but we put the teleconverter on, it raises that up to 5.6 and up. So the lowest you get with the teleconverter is 5.6, even if you're at 70. So I normally, now when I'm shooting with this, I've noticed I set my f-stop at around 7.1 to 8. I think 7.1 is a sweet spot for how I'm shooting. I try to keep my ISO around 100, but I found 500 is probably the best ISO for photography and also for video, I guess. And so far, I think with this, you really get that extra crop in, because a lot of times I'll take a shot with just a 200 and I'll crop it in. Now that it's already cropped in, I can crop in even tighter and I can get a really nice picture of the moon. I don't think that the distortion on the lens is that bad, especially with, like in the case of the moon, I always center frame it, so there might be distortion on the edges, but I always crop that out. With video, you almost don't notice it at all. So this is my teleconverter. I think I'm going to do this a lot more with pictures than I am with video, but it does really well with video also. So another thing about this, when I first opened this thing, it's not really an unboxing video, but it comes with this. This is the container. Actually, it was open. The container that you can put it in, and it tells you how to put the lens in. But it comes with that cover, and it comes with this. This is probably the cutest container that there is for a Sony lens, and the smallest. But this guy seems to work really well. I was a little bit nervous about the distortion because I have watched other YouTube videos, but realistically, it's something that's fixable. It's definitely fixable in Lightroom, so if you have just a little bit of skill in Lightroom like me, I think you'll be able to get by with it. So this teleconverter is super nice. If you're on the fence about getting it, it's relatively cheap for Sony, and it adds a lot more capability to a lens, so that's something else to factor in. But so far, I'm really loving this. It'll pop up from time to time on my YouTube videos, mostly with photography, but it does work really well.